Hello Libra, thank you very much for joining me. Fellow Libra Paulina, it's a bit chilly in New Zealand. I'm back from Denmark actually. I just finished my Europe trip, I guess. It's been nice. And I'm sort of thinking about the new things that I might do. So nice to see you. I'm feeling beautiful. How about you? I feel beautiful to myself. And it's something that I've never had. And I don't think I ever looked for. And that's the joke of Libra. We are, every zodiac sign has a joke. And I feel that with us, the joke is that we don't usually feel that good about ourselves. We don't often feel amazing about who we've come to be. But people love us. They like us exactly like that. And we've come to become, I feel, as an energy, as an entity, something really perfect in its own right. And I thank you for that. So how are you? You know, like, how are you? Can you kind of see yourself yet? Can you define yourself? Can you organize yourself without including someone else? Could you maybe for the past year understand that you weren't actually about that partner or this partner, and those people that you talked to were never you? Can you kind of see you? Can you use your voice? Can you recognize when it is that you want something or when something else is speaking for you? Can you see when you are questioning yourself through another's eyes, or do you understand when somebody else is taking the piss? Can you kind of tell? Can you kind of get it? When you're not loyal, but you try to be, and when you're not good at something, but you really want to be just to please somebody else's idea about goodness, or when to run, when to hide, when to fold, when to walk away. Can you kind of understand? Can you understand by now perfectly, perhaps where you've been placed, and what was the story behind maybe your birth, or maybe behind why you turned up here? Can you kind of put the pieces together now? And this isn't real, because I'm really, really sorry, but we Libras don't have an identity. This isn't the identity you want to have. This is a part of you, but it's not going to be with you forever. And this is the thing, because we're looking for ourselves, and eternity does not exist. And we kind of know that, but we are the sign of that. And this is good if you don't want to calm down anymore. You don't want to calm down anymore. You don't really want to be placid, sprawled out on a bed, and you don't want to sleep. Perhaps you actually find that goodness lurks elsewhere. Men and women don't actually matter, and the beastly desire almost sometimes to be silly or to be unreal or unraveling is good. And this is where we are, I feel, as you probably can sort of tell the joke of your life now, or the funny thing about what was underneath that calm and placid girl or boy before. You might actually kind of see, I was always a little bit of a monster or a miracle, I just kind of never really got it. Or I was always kind of like a little god in disguise, or something like that. Or I've never actually been unclear about what I wanted. It's just that I've let people stimulate or unstimulate me, and I've let myself be in slumber for so many years. But now I kind of can see, now I kind of know. And as you come out of this energy in September and you go, I kind of know my purpose, oh hang on, I kind of know my feelings, I kind of understand. You don't understand. This is the global joke, the cosmic joke about human life in general, and we hold the key to this because we aren't. We're the inanimate. Libra, come on, it's scales. We're the inanimate. We are the vulture that just wants time. We just want time. We just want things in peace. We just want things to just be. And underneath it all is just praise of all things. We love it here, and we just love that people are. And we don't quite fit, and we never could. But for some reason, we are loved, and we want it here all the time. It's like we are the salt to someone's meal, you know, the sugar and the tea and so forth. And we make sugar, spice, everything nice and all of the rest of it. But this month is not about you. As well as you have developed yourself, Libra, and as much beauty as you see in yourself, there's a whole lot more that you're never going to get unless you just let it all go. So what you've done in the last year, have you designed for yourself a website? Did you write a book? Did you make a website for another person? Maybe did you create a stimulus? Did you make a change? Did you get fit? Did you work out? Did you make money? Did you become a prophet? Did you become a ballerina? Did you become someone famous? Did you become somebody else? Did you become somebody? Don't. When Libra forms the form, yeah, this is me, solidity, that's bound to go. If you can imagine you're the anus of the zodiac, Libra is the anus of the zodiac. It's the eliminatory system. It's on the other side. It's a descendant. That's how things leave. So when you have something like, that's me, perfect, time to leave it. Time to let it go. Ironically. It's time to let it go. So what jig do you play now? What do you do is definitely your choice. Choice! No! It's your choice. Bless you, Libra, for choosing. It's been an incredible ride, but it almost feels like we have to go. The things that have become out of you through you in the last years, in the past years, as you've perhaps generously tried to end your suffering, end of the feelings of being alone, end of the feelings of being unused, end of feelings of being unloved and uncared for, end of feelings of separation, as you are separation, as you are the 7th house. And as you sort of try to, despite what other people think about the 7th house, as you try to make yourself something and fitting, you might actually find that they, like whoever they are, the spirits, the people, the world, they can't see it. And in the end, you might get praise for something totally not who you thought you were being. So, for example, this is the funny joke of October, I'm feeling. You might get praise for being a household name when you try to be somebody edgy and very, very curious, because you feel curious. You might find that your drawings don't sell, but your music does. You may find that, surprisingly, what you've done ages ago suddenly gets attention, and almost like you don't. It's like you get overshadowed by your old work. You're not seen, or you're not loved or not wanted in the way that you do, that you love. You are love. You are. Saturn and Venus together rule you. You're beautiful. You are, it's almost like the marriage between the unthinkable. And I think that for you, October will get you through and really get you out and get you fearless and get you really freeing for yourself, especially if you just go. Go. The best path for you, I feel now, is you've come out of the Jupiter intervention there, is just to go and let things fly. Let things fly. It feels that October is a perfect time to just consider yourself free. It's a great way forward. It's a great gate to liberate yourself and other people from yourself, or from this union, or from this tightness, from this claustrophobic feeling. And it doesn't sound good. It sounds a little harsh, doesn't it? Just go, what, right, me? No, it's just because it's a great month to shine. And I feel nobody's really as free as you, Libra, this month, because you kind of can see between the lines and through space and time. You can kind of shadow no more, or like shade away, hide away, shadow no more what you think and what you know. You may already kind of tell why people don't trust you, and why there are so many people who can that don't understand how. You may already kind of get why people get nervous around you, or why people distract themselves from you, and why you don't really yet have a place in the world until perhaps now, when you kind of connect to Jupiter and what it all means and what the combo of energy is in the sky. And to me it feels you are. But there are many of us who don't know that we are. And this means to me that the collective frequency of Libra doesn't quite get it as to what it actually does or what it actually is in a greater context, but there is no greater context. There's just you. This is the perfect time to just be like, well, I am. I am. As I am, I am. Feels good, I am. I am. And this is basically it. It isn't about him. It isn't about her. It's not about your mom. It's not about your dad. It's not about fixing things anymore. It's just kind of being a little bit of a freaky ninja who just kind of shows up and walks away. It's the between space and time, as I'm feeling that Libras are becoming very good at it. Without passion, without pain, without lame excuses, you just show where you want to see someone. And when you feel like time is not real, and it's not happening, and you're not feeling, you're not tasting reality how you do by yourself, hopefully, if you've connected as I have a very nice bond with you, you just walk. You just show no remorse and you walk through. That's where we need to be, I feel. It feels to me October is a perfect time to see what's up, to see what's real. Have you got somebody beckoning you? Have you got an idea? Have you got a drama? Have you got a story? Show. If you don't want to show, it's not for you. Who's there? Who's here? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You're going to show up? Have you got a time on your hands to show up? Does this person do anything? Did they just walk away? Did they just hide and quiver away from you? That's not for you. What can handle you, Libra? Because there is like a heavy energy to your sign, because it is Saturnian, I feel, as well as Venetian. What can handle you? Really? You know? Does your boyfriend like you when you're just cute and little and small and nice? Or does he handle you at every dimension, in every dimension? Can your boyfriend handle you when you're just staring at the wall, you're just sitting there and you're just feeling? What are you doing? Nothing. Why? I like it like this. Why? Who are you? What are you? What are you doing? Do people freak out around you? Something happened like that to me actually recently. Do people freak out when you're just kind of like still in yourself? You're not entertaining anybody else's business. Does it hurt them? Does it hurt people? Does it hurt people when you don't mind? I don't mind. Oh, come on. You should mind. You should care. I actually don't mind. Does it frighten you? Does it frighten you? So questions are about integrity, my love. It's about integrity in your full flourish. Full flourish here. There's no surprises, no, oh, he's not there yet, my life is not there yet, my house is... Turn up. Okay, so, when you're here you might see, I just want a house. Or, I just want a peaceful place with a sea. You might have such a basic need that you might scare yourself. Such a basic need. I just need my laptop and my screen. I just have to have somebody to just chat to occasionally. Or I just have to have a person for sex, really. Or you might see, I just want to eat oranges for like 2 weeks. They could be a scary thing for you. And it might be also for me when I recognize that there are no people, perhaps for some of us, that Libras really need. And when we are there in this really needless, really basic, almost bland state, really good things happen. And that's weird, and I still haven't gotten used to it. When you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I can see, alright, so the ticket to London, I don't know, I just feel like I need to go to London again, and you just book the ticket and you go, oh, okay, so I'm going in 2 days. I guess I got to pack. And then you arrive, and you kind of just like, hey guys, and then you suddenly are involved, and are part of like an interesting scheme. Because what we Libras can do sometimes when there is a union between people, there is like a cataclysm or catastrophe and people trying to sort things out and they don't know what's missing. Ah, the missing ingredient. Hi, it's me. I'm the missing ingredient. What's up? So let's do this together. And it is something that happens, I feel, through inertia and through this kind of like needless feeling, because the Earth now is in Aries, inertia time. Inertia time for you, my love. So it's almost just like walking up, cruising up and being, hey, here I am. So what are we going to do? It is not a time to speculate. It's not a time to judge. It's not a time to dream. It is definitely not a time to be here on the little island. You know what I mean? Hi guys, I'm just on a little island. I'm just like in between things. October is a great time, especially before the 10th, to just expand out and go, hi, I'm here. Oh, this is nice. Completely walking through realities as if you are Spock from Star Trek. You know, you're just teleporting into different planets. Hey guys, this is nice. Okay, cool, bye. Oh, who needs something? Hi guys, did someone say they need something? Oh, okay, good. And it might not be even for you. It might be that somebody just missing something. Or something is missing within yourself maybe, but there shouldn't be. By October 2017, there should be nothing missing. And if there are things missing and you think, I need somebody funny to make me laugh, that's a problem. I need someone to cuddle me, that's even more of a problem. I need to have sex with somebody specifically made for me, that's not so good. But we can make it, we can generate it, and the thing is, we've got so much energy during this month, and it is hidden. We have so much blueprinting to do with other people. We've got so much important work on this planet to do that it would be wasteful to use that huge battery of power on manifesting a friend that you might only see once or twice. And this is why we're in business mode. Work's got to get done, things got to get shifted, things got to get clear, things got to get right on the money, things got to get pure. Things have to get completed, things have to get done, and everything has to shine. We have to make it. And this isn't about faith or, you know, some kind of nurture or any kind of special request from space. It's just basically showing and being around larger groups of people. Coming to terms with the idea of being a public speaker, perhaps for some. Being a star or being on the screen or being on stage for others. Maybe being a mother to many for some. You know, being a sister to many for some. Being a father, being somebody who's protruding through and taking on more, taking on work. And it's almost like, how can I say, the most efficiently spaced Libras are the ones that almost have like a clipboard, and they walk and go, yep, and la la la. Okay, cool, great, okay, and yep. They can see through space and time. The most efficiently spaced Libras during this time, spaced because Jupiter should have invited more air, are the ones that don't care about their ex-boyfriends. The ones that don't care about, my father did this, or, my dad never loved me. They don't care about that. They don't stagnate on things that were in the past. But if you are, and you are perhaps a little bit like myself, still thinking, why did it never work there? Why did it never work here? Because you're not lovely yet. So get lovely. Get lovely, Libra. If you are not with it, if you're not with me on the idea of starting fresh and being, how can I say, the delegation energy, the delegation force, or not being yet able to be clear about what you want from the world and what you think is great, and not being open enough to provide good advice and opinion, if you're not yet in a space where you can just be here and being open and being seen, that's okay, that's fine. It is just about getting yourself across. And sometimes what's missing is not you and your brother having a fight last year. It's not about you and your mum not seeing each other for a long time. It's basically about you not trusting that the new you is better than the previous. And this is how. Because we're afraid of aging and we are afraid of imperfection, we could be also afraid or scared of not being the one, not being chosen, not being the one for someone else, and sometimes not being loved. And this isn't right. This isn't right. Because we are a great balancing force, and we're being put away like little girls and little boys that kind of don't have enough fun. So the best part of this October, I feel, and the rest of the numerical year, if you can handle it, is to start feeling good. Start feeling good. Start taking up more space. If you can imagine being more like how can I say, like a balloon, like an expanding energy. Expand yourself out. Try to take yourself out further. Think and see things on a larger scale. For example, oh yeah, I'm just going to go to the supermarket down the road. No, go to the one across town. Get all the best stuff. Try to become almost like a heaving heart, like a big heaving heart, or like a breath, you know. So become more Leo-like, basically, but not Leo. Because it's not about Leo this time. It's basically about you creating air within all that you've got. And if you are similar to myself and you sort of put yourself in a little bit of a stronghold, because in October, or we had to make some sort of choices and changes in September and October, we might have been placed into a little bit of a constraint. Sleep. Sleep a lot. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep for days. If you were like, oh gosh, I'm constrained, I don't know who this person is, or I guess I'll be like small and little, maybe I could like live at home. Okay, so if you're somebody who is in a constraint, and it's an interesting time to come home actually for me as well, as I've been guided against it, but I've taken the flight. If you are someone who's like, oh, I've contracted again, back to my old ways, or wow, I've just found somebody who's safe, which is likely, that means you're not guru enough yet, you're not clear enough on who you actually have become. Sleep. Sleep, Libra, for 7 freaking days. If you can't enjoy full expansion or full dominance over reality, fill that time with rest. That's what you do best. There is not going to be anything missing then. There's not going to be anything missing. Connect or consider a way forward through just rest and just letting yourself go for the next few days. And especially if you're like, say, a stay-at-home mom, you're overworked, you're thinking very small, you're thinking very, very small in terms of you, in terms of who you want to be with, in terms of who you are, you're thinking too small, forget it. Rest. Rest to the point where you don't even know how to sleep anymore. Where you are even maybe having a glass of wine to make sure you knock yourself out. And there could be people coming your way or something coming and creeping, crawling inside that says, you are the best. You're great. And this isn't good because you're not waiting for something else to tell you you're great or somebody else. You're waiting for it to be yours. I'm great. You're waiting for that to be yours and to be your confident self again. After like a large period of many decades when Libras were under the weather a bit. You're great. You're great. You're an expert at something. You're an expert at what you are. And that doesn't have to be paraded or blessed by somebody. It doesn't have to be Bible versed. It doesn't have to be, ooh, I'm great. I don't have to be that. You don't have to be that. You basically have to become, how can I say, just no nonsense now. It's a good time to just see no, how can I say, see no need in stuffing your time with people or things or ideas or endeavors that just don't belong. Keep it simple. Keep it sophisticated. Keep it maybe for now identified. And maybe reach out wider than you think you can. If you can't leave the house, if you're really stuck, if you're strongly stuck in a situation, reach your body out, reach your breath out, vibrate yourself, create. It doesn't matter if they don't want you to. It doesn't matter. They don't want me to. They want me to work hard. No, nobody wants you to do anything, Libra. Here you're a bit stuck because you wanted to be stuck. Reach yourself out. Yoga, meditation, do something crazy, go to Hare Krishna temple, do weird things. Sing in the dark, light a candle, light a fire, see and speak to God, feel something, feel crazy. You have to expand out of your little shell. And if you can't do that by mid-October, there might be differences. There might be differences, meaning you might feel different, you might feel inconsistency. There could be psychological or physical differences in you that you do not like. There could be a lot of sadness and a lot of depression later in life because we've started a big cycle for you that you might not even finish. So it is like a really, really nice time to no longer pander to anything or pray, oh, why me? Nothing like that now. It's a really nice time to fill yourself with as much light, breath, and opportunity as you can. The best way for it is forward. I mean, if you can dance into the distance with a stranger, that could be great. If you want to drive away, if you want to go somewhere, if you want to commit to something new, healing can be found abroad, healing can be found in travel, but you have to cope. And if you don't feel you can, you have to sleep. Thank you so much, Libra. If you've got any trouble, if you've got anything on your mind, if you want me to help, I'm here. I'm always here. I'm always going to be here. So let me know. And I hope you've got a wonderful time planned ahead for you in October. Thank you. Bye.